Hello, everybody. Welcome along and welcome back. Hopefully, if you were just with me for Bournemouth 4, Reading 2, you've just managed to calm down. What a game that was in the watch-along. But we are now here for the wonder that is the Saturday Super Stream, where we will be following 10, Championship games. I just ate a load of walnuts, so there may be collateral. One sec. We'll be following 10 Championship games. We've got one dearly departed game, Villa Brighton, and we've got my team, Ipswich. And I do have the iFollow feed just right out of the corner of my eye. So we'll try and keep a look across all of that. So first things first is roll call. If you are in the chat and you are watching a game, let me know which game you're watching and who you are supporting. And we will have a little look around. Charlie's back. Bad day for Reading, but let's enjoy this. Absolutely. Come on then, says Annie. He'll be following Bristol City for us. Owen, he's got Brian Clough there, so he'll be following Forest. There's another Owen and Forest. Ian has DM'd me the Rotherham team. Legend. A couple of Leeds fans in here. We'll be doing the Leeds watch-along tomorrow at 4:30 against Arsenal for the dearly departed show. Before we go into these 3 o'clock kickoffs, let's have a look at some of the teams here. Lewis is back watching Derby for us. Gaza watching Millwall. Brilliant. Lots of teams going to be covered. Let's remove that banner and let's head over and look at the fixtures. So I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. And then we can read them. So we've done 2 watch-alongs already, haven't we? Coventry 0, Birmingham 0, which was the polar opposite of Bournemouth 4, Reading 2, which was superlatively entertaining and a brilliant game. Today, Stoke versus Huddersfield, QPR versus Watford, Wycombe versus Brentford, Preston versus Sheffield Wednesday, Bristol City versus Derby, Luton versus Blackburn, Millwall versus Cardiff, Barnsley versus Forest, Borough versus Norwich, and Swansea versus Rotherham. And if I scroll properly, sorry, excuse me, making you all seasick, you will be able to see that Bournemouth, congratulations to them, are top of the Championship after that crazy comeback win. Back-to-back wins for them. Good start to this mad run up until Christmas. However, Watford, Norwich, Bristol City can all now overtake Reading in second. In fact, all of those teams could go top of the league. Obviously, a +8 goal difference does hinder certainly Bristol City in doing so, and a lot of traffic ahead of them. So Reading could drop another couple of places possibly, but real shootout now. We're expecting Stoke and Brentford to maybe make their move in this next period of games. Down at the bottom, Pulis, first game for Sheffield Wednesday at Preston. Derby without Philip Koku for the first time since his firing. A lot could happen today. Little gap you can see opened up there. A 3-point gap between the bottom 4 and the rest. So we'll see what transpires down the bottom today as well. As I said, we'll also keep our eye on Villa versus Brighton in the Prem. And for my own self-indulgence, Ipswich versus Shrewsbury in League One. Let's have a look at some teams. Let's go first to this Stoke-Huddersfield game, where we will see a fairly familiar-looking set of lineups. Oh, apart from Joseph Bursick in goal for Stoke. Anyone name me their favourite Joseph Bursick game? I have no clue. Don't think I've seen him play before. Smith, Suter, Bart, Fox. Clucas starts as captain in central midfield. Interesting. Brown, Powell, Campbell, Fletcher is familiar. And also Huddersfield, Joel Pereira. That's normally not the Huddersfield goalkeeper. Dehaney, Stem and Sarr Toffolo. No Pippa at right back. Eiting, Hogg, O'Brien and Benza, Campbell, Karoma. Interesting stuff there at Stoke and Huddersfield. Where shall we go next? QPR versus Watford. QPR there with the 4-2-3-1. Dieng, Kane, Masterson, Barbe, Wallace in at left back, the much maligned Wallace. Cameron and Carroll, double pivot. Bull, Chair, Samuel, Bon. I don't think that will be the shape. I don't think Dominic Bull is going to play front right. So we will find out what QPR doing. For Watford, Foster of YouTube. Wilmot, Ekong, Cathcart. Who does that mean misses out? Oh, God, what is that? Cabasele. Kiko and Sema. And then Kapue and Chalobah. And they've got Ismail Assar as a central midfielder. That will not happen. It's more likely that will be a 3-4-3. And Gray will play centrally up top with João Pedro and Sarr flanking him narrowly. I would have thought. I don't see Ismail Assar playing in central midfield. We'll find. Hear me. Apologies. I disappeared there for a second. And now I need to add the screen share in. Sorry, I must stop doing that. If I press back on the wrong browser, it takes me out of the damn screen, which is very, very annoying. Apologies. I should have pressed back on this browser here instead of the StreamYard browser. My apologies. We are coming up to kickoff time. Let's have a look and see what's going down at Wycombe versus Brentford. Let me know. You can all see me. Everything's good. Yeah, sorry about that. That was entirely my fault. So Wycombe there, Allsop, Grimmer, Knight, Stewart, Jacobson, standard. Gape comes in there. Wheeler, Thompson, Cashkett and Horgan. Akin Fenwa gets the start. A Terry Venables Christmas tree formation, according to SofaScore. Brentford, Raya, Dalsgaard, Janssen is back. Good news for them after the international break. De Silva, Jensen, interesting. Kanyos central midfield? I wonder, could that possibly be a 4-2-3-1? Are Brentford breaking from the legendary 4-3-3 there? I can't see Kanyos playing central midfield. Can you? We'll find out. Godos and Buemo, Tony there. So we could well have De Silva and Jensen double pivot with Mbuemo, maybe, I don't know, Godos at 10 and Kanyos down the left, or Kanyos at 10 and Tony up top. Interested to see how that shakes out for Brentford in my capacity as a massive Championship nerd. Let's move on, and I'll press back on the correct browser, hopefully this time. And who has Tony Pulis named in his first Sheffield Wednesday team? Well, the big news is he's named Kieran Westwood in goal, who'd been bombed out by Gary Monk. Palmer, Van Aken, Odebajo and Burner. They've got Odebajo in the wrong place there. He will not play centre-back. Oh, God, they've made a complete mess of this, haven't they? That will in no way, shape or form be the formation. Reach, Windass, Bannon, Longo, Lees, Patterson. If any Sheffield Wednesday fans can let me know what that formation will actually be, that's not likely at all what we're seeing on the screen there. Preston, Rudd, Fisher, Huntington, Bauer, Rafferty. This looks far more likely. Johnson, Ledson, Sinclair, Potts, Barkhazen, Reese. They are off at Ashton Gate. We should get games kicking off all over the shop. Now, if I do that, that doesn't bring the phone into shot, does it? No. And does it bring the cable in? No. Good. We can put the phone there. Lovely. Right. Where shall we go next as we await the first goal? Anyone want to have a bet with me on where the first goal is going to be today? We'll find out very, very shortly, normally in the first sort of 2 minutes, let's just say. They're behind, kicking off at Ipswich. Sheffield Wednesday, Stoke, all tweeting that they are a go-go. And we'll see who can be the first team to get on the score sheet this Saturday Super Stream. Let's check our fixtures once more. And where have we not been yet? We haven't been to Bristol City and Derby County. We're looking at 12 games, remember today, 10 in the Championship, 1 in the Premier League, 1 in League One. I'm getting tweets coming through. Ahoy. My mouse is doing that weird thing where it scrolls without my permission. So we can't look at the teams there at Derby. So Bentley in goal for Bristol City. Hunt, Viner, Callas, De Silva. O'Dowda, Naj. Wells, Patterson, Semenyo, Martin. Again, that's more likely to be a 4-3-3. We'll see. Hey, what's in a formation? Derby with Marshall in goal. I'm sure you all saw his entry back into the Derby dressing room after doing so well for Scotland. Buchanan, Clark, Wisdom, Byrne in a back four. Knight and Rooney. And they've got Max Bird front right. Unlikely. Holmes and Lawrence. Again, I assume we'll get some more sensible ideas of what these formations are. And Martin Waghorn up top. We have a goal. And the first goal of the day has come at Watford. And I think Paul Merson is just going to describe it to the Sky viewers. It is 1-0 to Watford. It's a corner, swung in to the middle and forced home. Who's put that in? Wilmot, was it? I couldn't quite see. 1-0 to Watford. We have our first goal of the afternoon. If anyone can confirm me the goal scorer. We haven't. We did look at the. Let's have a look here. Was it Wilmot? I've got the tweet up here. Come on, Twitter. Go faster. Yeah, that's Ben Wilmot, isn't it? I know who that is. 1-0 to Watford, which I think if we were to put up a live league table, we'll probably put Watford top of the league early on in this Saturday Super Stream. Let's have a look. Yes. If Watford can hold out over the next hour and a half at QPR, they will be going to the top of the league. Our first goal today, QPR 0, Watford 1. Ben Wilmot with the goal. Just going to pop that in the banner. And we'll keep updated on the goals as they go in. Wilmot in the 3rd minute. There was our first goal of the day. Anyone bet on Watford being the first scorers? QPR 0. Watford 1 with our first goal of the day. We'll wait for a couple more before we throw it up on the screen. Although we could have that scrolling, couldn't we? Shall we make it scroll? And replace my ticker at the bottom. There we go. 1 goal up so far. Let's have a look around. We haven't looked at all of the teams yet. And where shall we go? Middlesbrough and Norwich we haven't been yet, have we? I think there was a chance for Emi Buendia, according to my Twitter flashing at me a second ago. So for Borough, Bettinelli in goal, Dykesdale, Fry, McNair, and Boller. Saville and Howson. Oh, and Ipswich are a goal behind. Not good. A penalty for Shrewsbury. My iFollow feed hasn't even started, for goodness sake, but I'm going to get to see this. Who was that? Mark McGuinness with the foul, by the look of it. And Oliver Norburn is going to score the penalty. Oh, he went right down the middle. And Ipswich are a goal down. Bad news for my team there. Let's update the ticker. It is Ipswich 0, Shrewsbury 1. 2 goals in our games so far. I've got a pot of pencils and pens in the way of Jeff Stelling. Not good. We were just having a look through these teams here, weren't we? Saville and Howson is a double pivot there. Johnson, Tavernier, Spence, and Akpom up top. Why on earth am I not seeing the feed on iFollow? Have I pressed the wrong button? Or is it just massively miles behind? I think it's just miles behind. Shockingly bad iFollow. There you go. For Norwich, no, I'm not seeing any Timu Pukki there. Interesting. Is he on the bench? Yes. Maybe Daniel Farker wants a big guy on against Warnock's Borough. Krill, who's been so good this season, hasn't he? Aarons, Hanley, Gibson, Sørensen across the back. Central midfielder still played all his games at left back there for Norwich. Rupp returns with Skip. Buendia, Stiepermann, Plachetta, with Jordan Hugel up top. I should have mentioned Ben Gibson returning. There is Christoph Zimmermann on the bench. Interesting. Farker not playing Zimmermann or Pukki, who are normally 2 of his most trusted lieutenants. Let's have a look at some of your comments here. Fleetwood 2 up in League One. Of course they are. Hull are winning 2. Great stuff for Ipswich so far, isn't it? Yeah. Oh dear. Deary me. Close from Derby, says Lewis. Great move. Great save from Bentley. Much more intensity. That is good to see. They certainly were slow coaches, weren't they? Noah says QPR close to an equaliser. Ian, all the hosts so far, but no clear chances. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that Rotherham game, which Ian will be watching for us. It's Swansea and Rotherham. We have not been there yet. If I click some buttons, it will appear on my screen and hopefully on your screen too. And we'll be able to see what solutions Paul Warne and Steve Cooper. Leeds 2020 is on the booze. Love it. You love to see it. And it says, no, Ben, it's not good to see Derby do so well against Bristol City. I just said it's good to see them playing with more intensity. Hey, my bias is well and truly left at the door. Woodman in goal for Swansea. Norton, Bennett, Cabango, Bidwell, Roberts. Grimes comes back in there. No, Casey Palmer there. I don't mean Casey Palmer and Corey Smith. Grimes and Fulton. Dander at 10. Cullen and Lowe up top. No Ayew injured on international duty there. And for Rotherham, Blackman, Olasunde, Ihekwa, McDonald, Harding, Lindsay, Barlaser, Wiles, Joseph Zoon, Hurst starts, and Crooks as well. That is ridiculous. My iFollow is so far behind. Oh, there you go. It's my fault that it's behind. There you go. I've got it caught up now. Right. Tony is watching Brentford, town of my birth and home to my parents against my chosen team. Always had a soft spot for Wycombe. There you go. You have to get over that one today, Tony, aren't you? Are there any games we haven't had a look round at the teams yet? Barnsley, Forest. I think Forest are 2 wins on the bounce, aren't they? And I think Barnsley are 3 wins in 4 under Valérien Ismaël. In goal for Barnsley, Walton, Anderson, Hellick, Solbauer. That is as solid as they come. They play those 3 every game, don't they? And just looking across at Ipswich, Shrewsbury on the attack there again. Mowat with James and Styles and Britton, Freeser off Chaplin and Woodrow. Very stable for Barnsley. For Forest, I don't know why SofaScore haven't got them in blue shirts. That's very confusing. Samba, Christie, Figueiredo, McKenna, Ribeiro, Knockout, Yates, Colback, Lolly, Taylor, and Guerrero. Any sign of Lewis Graben returning on the bench? No. Still a strong squad there for Forest. I suspect we have done most of our teams here as Preston launched an attack there. MK Dons, who are doing very well. Oh, no, they've just gone behind. Goodness me. Raining goals at MK Dons. Not far from me, where I'm sat right now. Only 2 goals in our game so far. Shrewsbury taking the lead at my team, Ipswich. And Watford leading at QPR. Here is the state of it at Cardiff Cardiff visiting Millwall. We have a goal in our Premier League game. Aston Villa 0, Brighton 1, which comes as somewhat of a surprise to me. I had Villa to win that one. Glenn Johnson's just describing it because it's a Premier League goal. We will not get to see it. If anyone can let me know the goal scorer. Millwall there look like they've switched to a back 4, which is out of character for them this season. Bart in goal. Wallace, Cooper, Hutchison, Leonard in the back 4. Really? Interesting. Williams and Woods, double pivot. Bennett, Wallace, Thompson at number 10. We'll see. Matt Smith up top. Cardiff going for a front 2 there. Glatzel and Moore starting. Smithy's in goal. Bakuna still playing right back. Morrison, Nelson, Bennett. Wilson, Pack, Rules, Hoylett, Moore and Glatzel. That's interesting if Neil Harris can stick with a 4-4-2. Be interesting to see someone actually play one, won't it? So Danny Welbeck is the goal scorer on 12 for Brighton at Aston Villa. We'll see what the Villa have in reserve there. Oh, looks like Corley Woodrow has hit the crossbar for Barnsley against Nottingham Forest. Let's just update the ticker. With our 3rd goal in our games so far, it is Villa 0, Brighton 1. We'll keep that going across the ticker. Obviously, every now and then, I'll put this up telling you to support via Super Chat, Patreon, or the Teespring shop. But for absolutely free, you can hit like, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, which we would love you to do. What do we got going on in the chat here? Hamza is here, West Brom fan. Brighton have played half decently this season, to be fair, have been a bit unlucky in some games. Yes, Villa behind. Welbeck, the scorer for Brighton. Mario Balotelli linked to Barnsley. By who? His agent? Deary me. Afternoon to Trevor in the chat. Shocking defender from Villa. Have you seen the goal, Annie? I don't get to see it on. I don't know if it's in any of the apps. Right. Are there any Championship games? We've not just had a little glance at the team. We haven't been to Luton, have we? In fact, Sky have just gone to Luton, right on cue there. They read my mind. They did. They're in my head. It's Luton versus Blackburn. And there are the teams. Sluga in goal for Luton. Craney, Pearson, Bradley, Norrington, Davis, Dewsbury Hill and Ray. Moncur, Berry, Lee with Cornick up top. So no Collins after he played in the internationals this week. Kaminsky in goal for Blackburn. Rankin, Costello, Lenihan, Wharton and Douglas. Rothwell, Johnson, Tribal across the middle. And that quite deadly at times front three. Elliott, Armstrong and Brereton up top. We'll see if they're at it today. Seeing a goal for Pompey here. Nice little reverse ball, an early shot. And Ronan Curtis has scored for Pompey. Of course, we're back on 3 games, aren't we? I will keep Soccer Saturday on, but you keep me updated. Brighton definitely played better than the table, so just need to be more clinical. Good save. Blackman from a Cullen header. Interesting. He's getting a go up top for Swansea, where they've struggled in really finding a new McBurney. Oh, Shrewsbury into the box again. Looks like my team Ipswich is getting a bit of a pasting in the opening going here versus Shrewsbury. You hate to see it. Dear oh me. Josh Windass has been red carded for Sheffield Wednesday, 17 minutes into Tony Pulis's debut game. A high foot in the face of an opponent. Out comes the red card. It looked actually like Dan Johnson for Preston was actually saying, oh, come on, ref, don't send him off. That's silly. But it's gone down as serious foul play by Josh Windass. So a red card in that game for Sheffield Wednesday in Tony Pulis's first game. Interesting. Let's go to your comments. Shrews have had a decent penalty claim denied. They look dangerous here. They look all over the place. Ipswich, don't they? Or is it? Well, you tell me if you're watching bits. Yes, Windass off for Sheffield Wednesday. Bad news for the Owls. I won't read out Lee's tweet. Tottenham 6 points. There we go. We go back and forth and back. Okay. Bad start for Pulis. Villa missed an easy chance, says Charlie. Keep us updated if anyone's tuned into that Villa and Brighton game whilst we're on the Super Stream. Only 3 goals thus far in our 12 games. Ben Wilmot, the scorer for Watford at QPR. Oliver Norbury. Is he Oliver? I think he is. Scoring for Shrewsbury at Ipswich. And Danny Welbeck started the season at Watford, didn't he? And his contract was paid up, I think. He is the goal scorer for Brighton at Aston Villa. I'm half tempted to put that game on, but I know I shouldn't. Jason says, happy with the way the channel's growing, Ben. Yeah, absolutely. Terrific. We have 13,200 subscribers now, and nicely consistently grown. So yeah, thank you for asking, Jason. Forest again starting slowly. Yep, you might see that under Houghton. Calm and solid, but maybe a little cautious and slow sometimes. How are Stoke doing? Stoke are 0-0. Your team will be 0-0 if it's one of our games and it doesn't appear on the ticker there. Blackburn have taken the lead and the goal has been disallowed. Blackburn have not taken the lead in the game against Luton, but they've had the ball in the net by the sounds of it. How are Town doing? Which town? There are many towns. Very harsh red for Windass. In my opinion, it won't be overturned. It is on paper a red, but Wednesday feel hard done by. Yeah, it did look like a possibly strict interpretation of the laws, didn't it? Watkins just came close. Says True Blue. True Blue, baby, I love you. New shirts added to Depop. Yes, we must give Charlie a shout out. Charlie is a sponsor. It's not quite a watch along, but we always give him a plug on the Super Stream there. And Charlie has very kindly got a fundraiser going where you can donate shirts to his Depop, and it's a fundraiser for the doctors that are treating him in Bedfordshire. So check that out, and Charlie will, if you ask him in the chat, we'll give you the necessary links, etc. But do go and donate. He had a 1997 Ipswich shirt from me, which I think is already sold, which is great. Trezeguet missing a great chance for Villa. Would VAR have influenced the Windass decision? Yes, it would. Yeah, I think the referee would have been encouraged to go and check the screen on that one and get another look at it. He was very close, to be fair. Don't know if you know, but all Brentford's income from today's I Follow goes to help Brentford fan Jamie Powell race. Oh, lovely. Oh, great stuff by Brentford there. Trezeguet missing a chance for Villa, says Hamza. Ipswich have had to make a substitution. Jack Lancaster is coming on for John Nolan. Not a good start to the game for my team, Ipswich. Should you have a look at the live League One league table? Do I really want to do that? I'm going to. So that would knock Ipswich out of the top six. Look at that. As it stands, Ipswich drop to 7th in a quite high tide season down there in League One. Look at all those teams on 2 points per game. Hull, Peterborough, if they can even get 1 point from today, will be on 2 per game. Pompey, well, they're winning. They can't hit it. Charlton already are. Lincoln, if they win, will be. I mean, for goodness sake, even an Ipswich win and they will be. So, yes, a tricky season. There, we can have a look at the live Championship League table also, as long as I don't press the wrong browser button and take us all out of the stream again, like I have a habit of doing. Stoke 0, Huddersfield 1. Again, a bit of a surprising one for me there as well. Let's go and have a look at that one. Huddersfield have literally just taken the lead. So much so that we don't even have a goal scorer yet. I'm sure Sky will bring us the goal, but we're on an ad break looking at Pandora jewellery, which I'm sure they're going to want to sell lots and lots and lots of. We'll find out on that Huddersfield goal scorer in just a jiffy. But Huddersfield has surprised a few teams this season, haven't they? Eiting with the goal, the on loan Ajax midfielder for Huddersfield in that one. Stoke 0, Huddersfield 1. Tremendous stuff from Huddersfield. Stoke is a tricky old game. Huddersfield have the lead. There's your live league table from the Stoke and Huddersfield perspective. There you can see Watford up the top. Bournemouth in second after their sensational comeback win earlier. As it stands, of course. Norwich are level, but you wouldn't put it past them on getting a goal and taking the lead at any point. Nor Bristol City. 2 straight wins. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Wednesday down to Nat's already started drinking. I think you started about this time last week, didn't you, Nat? It definitely wasn't 4 o'clock before you'd started. Nolan off injured. Lancaster on. Good job. We have 5 subs. Right. Hopefully we'll get a look. And Huddersfield have scored some very attractive goals. I think Eiting even was the scorer of the brilliant headed goal last week. So I'm quite excited to see this one, although they're going to Glenn Johnson at Villa Brighton first. Not over yet, captain. No. We'll see. Lamptey almost created a good opportunity for Brighton. Good right back there. Excellent. Nick is watching the Luton game. Excellent. Keep us updated. Let me know about that Blackburn disallowed goal. What happened there? That flung up on my phone. Alex is watching Millwall for us. Cardiff growing into this game more and more. We just don't look fluent going forward. That is not good. They've gone to Merson at QPR again. We would love to go and have a look. Oh, we're going to see some action from QPR. Watford on the attack. Ooh. Trickling across the face there. It's Sarr down the right. Feeds it inside. Who's that in the middle? Is that Gray or João Pedro? Very, very close to getting on the score sheet. Come on, let's see this Huddersfield goal then. Oliver says it's been a great goal as well. I'm excited to see it. We're now going to see it. Thank God. So Toffolo give and go down the left. Clipped into the box. Huddersfield are getting quite the highlight reel now. Clip back to Carol Eiting. And he just volleys it low into the corner. And I have to say, Toffolo, the left back for Huddersfield, looks just like he's having a superb season, doesn't he? Eiting, the goal scorer, and Swansea have taken the lead against Rotherham. Swansea lead against Rotherham. This is the bit where loads of goals go in at once, and I can't keep up. So Stoke 0, Huddersfield 1. And we'll find out about a Swans goal very, very soon. Matt Grimes, known for his passing, is the goal scorer there for Swansea. We'll get to see that goal, no doubt, very soon on Sky Sports over here. We'll just do a couple of updates. We can put up now that it is Swansea 1, Rotherham 0. Sue Smith is now telling us about the goal. Can we see it, Sue? It's going to be Matt Grimes. I'm expecting something from outside the box, maybe. No. Corner to the back post, punch clear. And it was from outside the box. A bouncy, bobbly left foot half volley into the net. Hits it early back through the crowd. Does the right thing. Blackman punched it. It's a good punch, actually. Oh, he's unlucky, the Rotherham keeper there. Just tries to get back in position. And as he's regaining his footing, the ball just goes underneath him. Tough luck for Rotherham. 1-0 to Swansea. And that should be all our goals updated down the bottom there. QPR 0, Watford 1, Wilmot. Ipswich 0, Shrewsbury 1, Norbury. Villa 0, Brighton 1, Welbeck. Stoke 0, Huddersfield 1. Eiting, Swansea 1, Rotherham 0. Grimes starting to kick off now in our games. Brighton should be 2 up, says Robert. And here is unhappy with Bristol City so far. Grealish almost puts one into the top corner. Patricia likes my shirt. Thank you. It's an old favourite. Liam is here in the chat, representing Bristol City. Good to see it. Nick is watching Luton for us. Ipswich chance here. Caden Jackson to Lancaster. And it's straight at the keeper. Sluga palmed out and there's a player shot scored as offside. Okay. Stoke have equalised against Huddersfield 1-1. That is our first game to have 2 goals in it. We will find out who the Stoke goal scorer is imminently. It is 1-1. Stoke back in the game. Their tweet says he's at it again. Does that mean Fletcher or Campbell? I wonder. Come on. I have to sit through a blooming GIF. I'm going to press play on it. Oh, my God. And then the internet goes, there you go, Tyrese Campbell. Huddersfield's Twitter told me more quick than Stokes did. So Tyrese Campbell, one to watch for sure. As I said in my pre-season ones to watch video, I was on it, wasn't I? And Campbell's having an excellent season. Of course. Grimes from distance for a crowd of bodies. Blackman mistake, says Ian. Nicholas likes my shirt as well. Nice. Huddersfield looked like 90s, 70s Brazil against us. Best team I've seen this season. High praise indeed. Apparently, Anir is watching Bristol City. It says Derby have been all over them. Interesting. Ian is here. Brentford have hit the post, says Tony, in that game. Villa v Brighton has been quite end-to-end. Great game so far. Nice one, Charlie. Glad you are enjoying. I'm going to enjoy Pepsi Max, but I will open it away from the microphone. I'm just going to quickly flip the banners just to give some plugs down the bottom there. Support via Super Chat, Patreon, Teesprings. Stoke are going to score a set play by the look of it. In it goes, falls to Campbell. He's a good finisher, isn't he? It's bouncing, but he controls the half volley and he slams it into the net. Huddersfield will be disappointed that it came from a set play. But there you go. Right, let me get my plugs done. And then we'll get the proper banner up at the bottom there. Support via Super Chat, Patreon, Teespring Shop. Please, if you're watching right now, just hit like and subscribe. Stoke have taken the lead. Quite the turnaround there at the Bet365. Stoke were 1-0 down. They are now 2-1 up. Stoke 2-1 up now in that game. 3 goals already at Stoke. Eiting and Campbell with the first 2. And we're just about to find out that Tyrese Campbell has scored again. So Tyrese Campbell has scored 2 in 3 minutes and could now be on for the quickest hat-trick in history if he can score in the next minute again. Superb stuff from Tyrese Campbell there. On the left foot, can he get another one in the next minute or two for a world record hat-trick? Brilliant stuff from Tyrese Campbell. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Bristol City getting back into the game. Good news for you, Anir. Mark Pugh playing for Shrewsbury today. Almost just got another... Oh, stop it. Dear me, I've got it on over there, True Blue. Ipswich has got a free kick, actually, as we speak. Who's going to take that? Emma Hughes, is it? Or is that Brett McGavin? Can't make it out from the distance there. Nothing comes of it as well. I'm not sure we need both Woods and Williams playing. Too similar and both naturally deep. Interesting. Alistair says, this is a very Pulis first half in charge. Long balls, aggressive tackling, 10 behind the ball. Well, 9. Yes, red card there for Josh Windass. Got to break that down now. And Millwall have just taken the lead We just went to Alex. Millwall have the lead. Cardboard cutters are fighting in the Bobby Robson stand. Yeah, Ipswich not playing well by the sounds of it. Millwall, however, have taken the lead. First one to give me the goal scorer. My dog's having a little bark downstairs with Shaylee. I wonder if that means we've got a visitor. Oh, it's lockdown. Of course we haven't got a visitor. No chance of that. Millwall 1, Cardiff 0. It would only be someone delivering something. The Amazon man, Matt Smith, has scored for Millwall. So I'm expecting a lovely back post header or something of that nature. Millwall have the lead against Cardiff. So we now have goals in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our 12 games. Half of the games now have goals for us, and we'll get a look at Matt Smith's goal, no doubt, very soon. Borough are all over Norwich, says Jack. Liam says, I get more nervous watching City on TV. Yeah, you feel just that bit further removed, don't you? Smith header. Who'd have guessed it, hey? Smith scores for Villa, for the Millwall, excuse me. It's not me, Ben. Laugh out loud. What didn't you do? Amazon man. Oh, you didn't knock at my door. There you go. Question marks on the keeper. We'll have a look in a minute. As a Doctor Who fan, mentions of Matt Smith always slightly confuse me in a football context. I've just started watching The Crown. Matt Smith plays Prince Philip as well. Interesting. Keeper tempted out. Smith heads past him into an empty net. Who's in goal for Cardiff? Smithies, isn't it? Smithies helping Smith score. Come on, Jeff. Show us the goal on Sky. We're waiting. Tony drops deep and plays through the on-rushing Mbuemo. Again, Allsop denies Brian. Right. Finally, we've gone to Millwall. And here comes the goal. That looks like Murray Wallace. Lays it back into Williams, I think. And yes, the guys are right in the comments. Poor from Smithies in goal. Comes out, and all Smith has to do then is just guide the header goalwards. And that he does. And scores. The Crown is awesome. I'm only 2 episodes in, so no spoilers, despite the fact it's history, so I should know anyway. Do you think fans will return to grounds next month? Who knows? We're in November. No, not next month. Maybe in January. We'll see. Hey up, Benjamin. How you doing, lad? I wanted to say that in a Leeds voice because it's a Leeds tweet from Chris. I'm lovely, and we'll be doing a Leeds Arsenal watch-along tomorrow at 4:30. A chance for QPR. Ooh. Foster saves it. Was that Bon or Chair? I don't think it was either, to be honest, but close either way. I think Matt Smith, the actor, played for Forest. Did he really? Wow. Sensational. Oh, Campbell did have a chance for the mega hat-trick. Unbelievable. Let me know. Anyone seen a first half hat-trick live and in flesh at a game? I have. And I'll tell you who it is after you tell me who you've seen. Anyone, you have to have been there live and in person. Anyone seen a first half hat-trick? Let me know in the chat. I have. It was in 1998. Oh, here come Ipswich, and Caden Jackson cuts it back. Oh, big chance. Oh. Sears puts the rebound over the top. Good block, but Ipswich maybe coming back into the game against Shrewsbury, hopefully. Yeah, Noah says, so close. Grealish draws a foul. Stoke 2, Huddersfield 2. What is going on in that game? Goodness me. Let's update the ticker. 4 goals in one half at the Bet365 between Stoke and Huddersfield. Eiting with one of them. Campbell with 2 of them. Is there going to be another worldie from Huddersfield? Isaac Mbenza is the scorer. Throw in from Campbell. Slip through, and Benza makes the run, finishes it nicely. 2-2. Quite the game there. Goals on 28, 31, 33, and 40 minutes. 4 goals in 12 minutes. We are at a rate of a goal every 3 minutes at Stoke City today. Looking across there, 39 gone at Ipswich. They are still trailing 1-0 to Shrewsbury. Let's go to some comments here. Have it, Benjamin. See you tomorrow then, lad. Absolutely. Maite v Wigan. I was there. Second half. No, doesn't count, Charlie. We'll see if anyone's seen the first half one. Penalty shout here. Sinclair chops on his trip by defender. First inspection clear. Playing got away with one there. Pompey are going to score here. 2-0. Curtis, again, he's a good player in League One, isn't he? Wonder if any Championship club will have a pop for him. Craig McCall-Smith v Crawley, second half. Almost a comedy second goal for Swanslow. Hits the post after some comedy defending by the Millers. The Italian striker, was it, Ben? No, it was Alex Matthey for Ipswich against Norwich. Scored a first half hat-trick and a 5-0 win in 1998. Matt Smith, was that all in the first half, Gaza? Sensational. Love it. I have, but it was in a Premier League game in the early 2000s. Can't believe we are behind yet again, says Nicholas, the Cardiff fan there. Oh, Christian Vieri. I did see Christian Vieri score a hat-trick, but I think, did that take... Oh, did he do all that in the first half? Maybe I've seen 2. I can't remember. Someone check that out for me. Inter Milan 4, Ipswich 1. Did Christian Vieri score a first half hat-trick? I think they were across the halves. Rules just put a great ball in, more looking, but Cooper does well. Let's have a look at the live league table. What minute are we up to here? Just coming up to half times now. There it is, the live league table. Sorry, Stoke and Huddersfield are highlighted because that's the game I'm on in the background. Watford currently top. They are leading, but Swansea also are leading. Norwich are drawing. Norwich could knock Watford off the top if they can take the lead, which they inevitably will later in the game against Borough. Bristol City in 6th there. Millwall are leading as well. Then we have a lot of teams drawing. QPR and Rotherham losing. And if I remove the Saturday Superstream banner, you'll see down the bottom there, lots of teams just level at 0-0. Let's go back full screen. Big save. Sarr gets in behind, but Dieng denies him in the Watford QPR game. Derby taking control, says Anir, in the game against Bristol City. In the first 30 minutes. Well, for Matt Smith. Love that. Good save, Bart from Glatzel. And that includes Mollenby's dance when he thought he scored. Yes, that was quite embarrassing. I do remember that. Yes, 2-2, says Ross. Quite the game at Stoke, isn't it? And there is more praise for Bart's save from Rob Glatzel in that game. There are our scorers so far, scrolling the bottom of the screen. Watford winning at QPR. Shrewsbury at Ipswich. Brighton at Villa. Stoke and Huddersfield 2-2. What a game. Swansea 1, Rotherham 0. Millwall 1. Cardiff 0. Oh, we're just seeing the ridiculous Rotherham defending. God, how did that not result in a goal? It's pretty much an open net for Lowe. Puts it anywhere on target. He's scoring there. Interesting. Yellow card for John Obi Mikel. Jack says, love your channel. What's your favourite sport rather than football? I don't know. I've been to the horse racing a couple of times live. I cannot believe it. Stoke 3, Huddersfield 2 before half-time. Unbelievable, in the words of Gary Neville. Has Tyrese Campbell got the hat-trick yet then? Goodness me. I'm a Brentford supporter. Come on, you bees, says Sam. Brentford currently 0-0. It's a Richard Stearman own goal. The 5th goal already at Stoke. Goodness me. Having a lovely old time there. Let's have a look. I suspect it's going to be a ball into the box. Oh God, I thought it was going to be a horrible back pass one. Oh, dear. Crossed in. There's no one behind Stearman. He just wafts his leg at it and puts it past his own goalkeeper there. 3-2. Goodness me. Stoke and Huddersfield sharing 5 goals in the first half. I have never seen 5 goals in the first half of a game, I do not think. I can't remember. Maybe I have. Actually, maybe I have. I remember a game between Ipswich and Forest. We got any Forest fans in the chat? I think Ipswich were 2-0 up and 3-2 down before half-time in that game. Ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Half-times are coming in now. Let's go over to SofaScore on the split screen and see what guaranteed half-times we have got. A few games still continuing there. Stoke and Huddersfield not quite there yet. You can see Bristol City 0, Derby 0 is half-time. Borough 0, Norwich 0, half-time as well. Swansea 1, Rotherham 0, not quite there yet. In fact, those are the only couple of half-times we've got thus far. Looks like Barnsley has just gone to half-time. Why can't I see that on my screen? I can. I'm just not looking properly, am I? What happens if I do that? Absolutely nothing. So Barnsley half-time against Forest. They're all coming in now. And we will take stock on our first half. Still playing in 4 of the games. Just waiting for them to come through. We haven't had a look yet, but we'll go and have a look at our one dearly departed Premier League game, which is Aston Villa 0, Brighton 1. Danny Welbeck with the goal there. Bad news there if you're a Villa fan. Look, Ross Barkley going off after 5 minutes. In that one, Villa have had 10 shots, but Brighton have still had 2 big chances in that one. So the second half does remotely bode well as some kind of comeback for Villa, but we will see how they go. Brighton currently with the lead in that one. I'll go to your comments and then we're going to go over all of the half times in the Championship games, which is obviously, as always, our main focus on the channel. Lewis says, good half from us. That's Derby. Some very dangerous positions, lacking final ball. Wycombe gone closest. Great save from Bentley. Bird and Rooney controlling the game. Good to hear it from a Derby point of view. A first half hat-trick there by Harry Kane. There you go. Lovely. Ian, who's watching Rotherham, says, not one for the purist in difficult conditions, but Swansea. Excuse me, it's not recurring. deservedly in front. We're as competitive as ever, but worryingly zero threat going forwards. Not good from Rotherham. Was there 2 very goals in first half and 1 in second half. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was there too, but couldn't remember when the goals were scored. Joseph says, I went to the Coventry v Ipswich game last season. It was my last match before lockdown. Would it have been mine or was I elsewhere? I think my last Ipswich one was Fleetwood or was it Oxford? I can't remember. One of those two. Alistair says, this game, I think he's watching Preston and Wednesday. This game is starting to become one of those where you can see all the bull have the game go your way, but just can't score. So way too many of them last season. We need to finally get a win at home. John says, saw Barnsley player score a first half hat-trick against us, playoffs first leg. Can't remember the guy's name, but lost 5-0 that day in... Yeah, that would have been Bruce Dyer, I think. And I think it was 4-0, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. I remember Craig Davies scoring 4 for Barnsley at Birmingham as well. He's even scoring from crossing, deflected in. So does that count as a hat-trick? I'm afraid not, but we'll rate Tyrese Campbell very highly from here. I'm faster than Soccer Saturday. There we go. We're doing less games than them, to be fair. But there we go. Come on, Borough. Says Northeast Fun Fairs. Borough currently 0-0. And Lewis says, I'm a Borough fan. I want to ask if you would get all 3 points today. Yeah? Just remember that Norwich have Pookie on the bench. Zimmerman on the bench. 5 subs really going to start to benefit these parachute teams. Isn't it? Nothing gives me more pleasure than Villa losing. Coming from a Cov fan. Schadenfreude at work. Can't believe it's 2-0, says William, Swansea. Low, Mr. Sitter. Yes, he should have scored that, shouldn't he? Hitting the post after some horrible defending. It is not 1-1 at Ipswich, as far as I know. It's 1-0 to Shrewsbury still. Now, I think Norwich will get a late goal like they usually do. Yeah, we'll talk about Norwich's late goals in about 1 hour's time, won't we? Tyrese Campbell is the best player in the EFL. Well, I think you might be overstating your point there, Callum. He's very good. He's going to be a great player. He's having a good season. I wouldn't say he's the best player in the EFL, but very excited for him this season. Going really, really well for him. Should bring up his numbers, actually, Tyrese Campbell. Let's have a look. What do I need to click on? Stoke. There we go. T. Campbell. Let's have a look at him over on SofaScore here. Only 20 years old. Playing down the right or up top. And yeah, if we're looking at the output now, look at that. Assist, goal, 2 goals and an assist, goal, 2 goals. He's having a superb season, isn't he? Campbell. Played 10, started 7, minutes per game 59, 3 goals and 5 assists. That's superb, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant so far this season, Tyrese Campbell. If those numbers continue, he might be going towards, who was it the commenter said, being the best player in the EFL. Paul Beasley. Do I remember a goalkeeper being called Paul Beasley? He played for Sheffield United? Let me know. Paul Beasley. It sounds like a footballer's name. 50-50 at Luton Blackburn. Anyone's game. We will see. Really good half. Other than that, Cullen looking good. Is that going to solve the striking problems? Liam says big 4 games, 10-day period for Neil Harris, Cardiff FC hierarchy. These are winnable games. I'm told he's got to have Bluebirds in a higher position by the end of them. Ouch. What are the 4 games, Liam? Should we have a look? Let's have a look at Cardiff's next 4. Yeah, and look where they are in the table. Am I on split screen? Let me just go to split screen. The 17th Cardiff, and the next 4 games are today at Millwall, then at Coventry, Luton, and then Huddersfield. So is that the Cardiff hierarchy, according to Wales Online, telling him that they expect their winnable games, if you know what I mean? Adam Armstrong is doing well this season. Yeah, superb player, isn't he? What else have we got here? Do you think Brentford going to get promoted this year? Everyone jumps to the end, don't they? Want to know what's going to happen at the end. I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard to beat Norwich, Watford and Bournemouth this season. Those parachute teams really look powerful this season, don't they? I'm going to have to say, for the 1 millionth time, there's no speaker attached to the piano, so I'll get one sorted, but I can't give you a tune on the piano, sadly. But we'll get that sorted. Jay has sent me a DM of a goal that I need to see. What's going on here? Armenia Byfelt. It's taking its sweet time. I'm using lots of internet today. Oh, let's turn the commentary off. What's going on here then? Oh, it's just going to be a rubbish own goal. Oh, my God. Why have you sent me that, Jay? That's a horrible own goal. Dear oh me. Who do I support, David? I support the 1962 League champions, 78 FA Cup winners and 81 UEFA Cup winners. Haven't done a lot since, but Ipswich Town. Beasley, centre-back. Yeah, I thought so. Wigan, Orient, Blades and Leeds. Yeah. Why did I think he was a goalkeeper then? There we go. The journey is better than destination. Absolutely. I reckon Brentford will finish 4th. Yeah, it's going to be hard. I've got Brentford and Stoke with maybe Swansea with the 3 parachute teams ending up there. Sorry, Bristol City and Reading fans. I know they get cross with me when I say that, but particularly I just think they're going to get away this season, aren't they? How's the fish? Can you see them in the back? They've only got little guppies at the moment. They look like they're having fun. I'll give them a little feed later. Brooks is one of the best players in the league this season. Yeah, when you're talking about the best players in the Championship this season, it's really boring. It's so boring because of the parachute teams keeping Buendia and Aarons at Norwich, and then, you know, Brooks and Danjuma and King at Bristol City, and Sarr and Deeney and Capoue, etc. At Watford. So, yes, there's lots of exciting players further down the league. But in terms of best, it's hard to, you know, these are players that are worth 20, 30 million, some of these players, aren't they? Stoke game is so open. It's going to end something stupid by the end. Fingers crossed it's Stoke. We do look like the better team, although we've gifted them 2 already. There you go. Definitely rewarded for the drab night. Yes, we had a hell of a time over on the watch-along today. Luton had a goalkeeper called Beasley. Is that the one I'm thinking of? There we go. Agreed. We can't win this without 1 more goal. Might need 2. Let's see. How's Ipswich going, Ben? Jake, open your eyes, you numpty. Look, the score's on the bottom of the screen there. You can see it there. Ipswich 0, Shrewsbury 1. And if you'd like me to play football banter, I will not be playing. So that's not going to happen, I'm afraid, Jakey matey. If Watford didn't put Delafeo on loan, they would smash the league. Hey, they needed to cut some. We could say that about 2 or 3 Watford players that went out during the summer. Hell of a squad, weren't they? Hell of a squad. Right. 4 p.m. now, so we're expecting some of the 0-0s to be restarting very, very soon. Jake says, fair play, Ben. Well, but actually, how are Lincoln getting on, Jake? I don't even know. I know Jake's a Lincoln fan. I've been on his channel, actually. Go and check that out. The View from the Stacey. Have I got the name right? I go on so many. No disrespect. I can't remember. Chris, Millwall, Cardiff, not much in it. Not much excitement. Half the job done. You take it all day, won't you? Rowett and the churn and the grind. Getting through. There we go. Just to follow up on what you're saying about Campbell, Fletcher has been a massive signing for us. Creates so much space for Campbell. They link up so well together. Well, you can have worse players in the Championship than a big, aging striker who knows his way around the division with good physicality, can't you? And Stephen Fletcher certainly does that. Lincoln 0-0 with Accrington. Okie dokie. Best player in the Championship is Sarr, no doubt about it. Yeah, I think Buendia might argue about that, or Brooks, but yeah, certainly 2 or 3 of them who would go for an absolute fortune, wouldn't they? If they were sold. Obviously, there's a difference between most valuable player and best player. I understand that. Cardiff having a right weird season, aren't they? Any ideas what's happening there? Yeah, it does look a bit static, doesn't it? Best player is Akinfenwa. Now, he may be the most muscular or the heaviest player. Not sure he's the best, but there you go. Top players might go in January from the relegated clubs to make them more unbalanced. But what are they going to do, Robert, if that happens? They're just going to pilfer all the, re-spend the money on the other Championship team's best players, aren't they? Lack of quality and intensity from both sides at the gate. Hoping we should be getting second halves kicking off very soon. Let me know when your second half has kicked off. There are 72 chats in my Blue Monday WhatsApp group talking about Ipswich. There we go. Not happy bunnies over there. I try not to let it affect my mood. What are you going to do? Hey, what are you going to do? Elizabeth, the Reading game was a joke. Reading should have buried the 3 points. Quite the comeback from Bournemouth, wasn't it? 9 subs on the bench have mucked my spreadsheet. I think I want to see your spreadsheet, Gazza. That sounds fun. That sounds right up my street. Hey? Back underway at Luton. Tells Twitter. Millwall have restarted. Am I supposed to sing that? Britta Somber Longer. Do, do, do. Put it in the bank to earn interest, Ben. Since when has a football club ever done anything prudent with money? For goodness sake, plenty have, but you know what I'm saying, don't you? George Grant being linked with a move up to the Championship. Yeah, having a great season at Lincoln, isn't he? Wish QPR have raided the penny jar for Ivan Toney now. Was that linked last season earlier? Yeah, he looks well up to it, doesn't it? We're all go. At Ashton Gate. Thought Stoke were in front. Check the banner. Good point, Ian. Let's update the banner. Stoke 3, Huddersfield 2. There we go. And as if by magic, we're up to date. Effectively, we've been behind for 15 minutes now, haven't we? All the goals going in at once. Ipswich, half-time possession, 67%. 5 shots to 2. 1 clear-cut chance to 0. I don't get how a penalty is not a clear-cut chance, but there you go. Maybe they're only looking at open play there. There is no clearer-cut chance than a penalty, is there? Enjoy, Jake, the I follow. Deeney is coming on for Watford. Interesting. We expect him to be too good for the Championship. Aston Villa have equalised for in our dearly departed game. It's Aston Villa 1, Brighton 1. If you are watching that one and you can describe the goal to me, I think it is on Sky, isn't it? Let me know what has gone down there at Villa. Next manager to be sacked might be Mark Warburton. Thomas Frank. Wow. Ezri Konza has scored for the Villa. Tobias says Pookie on for Hugill. Interesting. Not going well for Hugill at Norwich, or, well, he's not getting many chances. Only 45 minutes. Off and running for Ian, watching Swansea and Rotherham. Paunovic saying we dropped our shields in the second half. That was unacceptable. Not happy about that big turnaround. Turn around, bright eyes. Cameraman at Luton needs sacking. It's not the easiest stadium to do anything in. They're sat on a roof, aren't they, as well, the cameramen up there in the gantry. Hammer lining on for Wallace. Yeah, Wallace never lasts long, does he? Villa game is on BT Sport. I saw Mark Viduka score 4 goals for Leeds against Liverpool in another mental 4-3 match. I remember that. Half-time bet, Brentford, Luton, Ipswich and Oxford all to win. Go on the bits. Doing bits to the bookies. It's 7 minutes past 4. All of our Superstream games are back into the second half. I'm just going to flip the banner and say support via Super Chat, Patreon or Teesprings. Please hit the like button. If you're in the feed right now, it takes you 1 second to just hit that like button. I apparently have to press a button on my TV to stop it shutting itself off. And subscribe to the channel is the plea from all YouTubers every day of their lives. Let's have a look at the live league table. See what could change in this second half. Ipswich just about to kick off. It looks like Middlesbrough have taken the lead from the spot and been made to take the penalty again. Oh, they've not taken the lead. Oh, does he fall over and kick the ball twice? Wow. So it looks like Middlesbrough had a penalty and kicked the ball. The guy slips. I think it was Marvin Johnson, I think. Could be wrong about that. God, how lucky is that? Falls over, the ball goes in the goal, but he's hit it twice. Incredible. Preston have taken the lead. Tom Barkhazen has scored on 48 against the 10 men of Sheffield Wednesday. 1-0 to Preston. Let's change that up on the banner. It's going to be a long way back for Pulis today with 10 men in that one. Ball going into the box. Punched clear by Westwood. Oh, lovely finish by Barkhazen, actually. Really nice goal, that. Volleys it back with the left foot. Lovely shape he makes as he hits it. The ball just arcs into the corner. Let's have a look here. Clark on for Rotherham at half-time. 2 half-time changes immediately worked. There you go. Lewis says, why can't we take the penalty again, for God's sake? Yeah, it's unlucky, isn't it? Because the poor guy slips over. But the same player can't touch the ball twice. And when you slip, it goes against one foot against the other. It's essentially a foul. Mad at Borough, yeah. Typical Norwich, isn't it, eh? Getting away with that one. Back again, Ben, just wondering what your score prediction is for Leeds v Arsenal. I can't remember what I said in in the dearly departed preview. I think Leeds can get a draw. I'm not sure they're going to win this one, but I think it's a better matchup than some of the ones they've had recently. Mings nearly scored an own goal from 20 yards. A Lee Dixon special, we think. We were just having a look at the table and what could happen in the second half. At the moment, Watford leading, and they're going to go top. Swansea leading, they're going to go third. Norwich are level, but were they to score, they would join Watford on 24 points. Their goal difference is +5, +6. They need to score a couple of goals. Stoke are going 6th with their 3 points they're on for at the moment. Bristol City are level. They're in 7th. Millwall winning are going to move up to 8th. Borough will stay where they are currently with, with their game level. Luton and Brentford also level. Preston are going to move up to 12th. They are currently in the lead. Just scored, haven't they? And then all of the bottom half there, nobody is winning from Blackburn downwards. I hear you say, Ben, that is why the teams are in the bottom half, isn't it? No penalties get past Timmy Krul. I'm seeing Timmy Krul get a lot of credit for Naki Wells dinking the ball over the top, and was it Johnson falling over on that one? Yeah, I think he's good for penalties, but very lucky there, getting away with that from the spot. Been calling for Reece and Stockley to be used together since he joined. First time they are on the pitch together, we score in 3 minutes. There you go. Maybe you were right. Jay's betting. He's on Bayern. Well, I need to see a replay, but I think we just had a very good shout for a pen. Waved off in the Stoke game. Bennett has just gone down injured. Parrott, are we going to finally see the much heralded Troy Parrott actually do something for Millwall on this loan? We're very excited about him coming into the division. I think we're up to date on goals down the bottom there. QPR 0. Watford 1, Ipswich 0, Shrewsbury 1, Villa 1, Brighton 1, Stoke 3, Huddersfield 2, Swansea 1, Rotherham 0, Millwall 1, Cardiff 0, Preston 1, our latest scorers, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Smith on for Hurst. Where do you buy your shirts, Ben? They never disappoint. From the discount rack, always. The discount rack or the charity shop is the best place for shirts, as I'm always asked about my shirts and my hair. We're coming up 4:15, so probably 35 minutes left in a lot of the games now. Some of them are up to mid 50 minutes, aren't they? Serious question. Why do we have linesmen? Yeah, their role has become less and less over the years, aren't they? Joseph with a £2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Mad to think Tim Krul is a championship goalkeeper. He's a very good championship goalkeeper as well, isn't he? Game changer for Leeds. Phillips and Rodrigo to play. Has Bielsa named his team? He sometimes does that early, doesn't he? Brighton have taken the lead against Villa. It is Villa 1, Brighton 2. If you are watching, let me know what has happened in that one. But Brighton go back in front at Villa Park and lead 2-1. Solly March on 56 is the goal scorer. I thought Villa were going to win that one. Solly March on 56. Fleetwood are 4-0 up. Goodness me. Ezri Konsa had equalised, the ex-Brentford player for Villa. But March gives Brighton the lead again for the second time. Good goal, was it, Jay? Someone describe it to me. I'll take a point, but want to win against Derby at a bad moment. Yes. I don't know what happened to Ross Barkley, taxman, but he went off after 5 minutes, according to SofaScore. First time hits into the top corner. Unstoppable. You love to see it. Well, unless you're a Villa fan. Where did Reading go from here? As I said in the watch-along earlier, Alistair, they hopefully to some easier games because they won't come up against quality like Bournemouth have every week. I just think those three parachute teams are gonna do bits this season. Coming up the hour mark, Semenyo picks up the ball on the right flank, cuts his own shoots, but Marshall saves. Chance, according to the Bristol City Twitter. As we try and keep up with all of the games. Ipswich 53, but that might be our I follow coverage going very slowly. Stoke 4, Huddersfield 2. We have another goal and a second 4-2 of the day in the Championship. I'm just thinking ahead to me doing the review show tomorrow. It's going to take me ages to do all the prep for all these games with 6 goals in. Sam Klukas, who's come in as captain today, is the goal scorer. Is Stoke 4, Huddersfield 2. Does that put them finally out of sight? Huddersfield, remember, led in that game 1-0, but then were quickly behind thereafter. Klukas, the goal scorer, goal number 6 in that game. There's been 6 goals in that game, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games still at 0-0. No doubt if it's Klukas, it'll be a left footer from outside the box. Let's see. Sky just about to show us the goal. Inside the box. Lovely dribble. Oh, what a goal. Go, you wait to see that one. Brilliant goal by Sam Klukas. Into the box. Nice, quick feet. Good dribble. And he slams it in the top corner with that left foot of his. I think he scored from inside, or just inside Barnsley's half last season, if I remember correctly. Another one of these players who plays for the parachute teams who just seems to be too good for the league. Klukas is back. Good news. What had been wrong there, Sloth? Injured, I presume. Let me know the deal there. We're just seeing some footage from QPR. Watford, free kick into the box to the back stick, headed onto the top of the crossbar. Ipswich are 1-0 down. You can see all of our games with goals in on the bottom of the screen there. I think you called the Villa v Brighton game correctly. Villa should be killing it. Shows how important Barkley is. Interesting. I'm in arresting. The best things is wrestling, investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Testing, attention please. That's some M&M for you. There you go. These 2 changes move to 3 at the black is allowing Sinclair to run at the defence. I don't know why we don't play more often. Remember, it is 10 against 11 in that game, but Huddersfield have scored. It's 4-3 in the Huddersfield-Stoke game. What is going on? I think it was Sloth that told us at half-time. In fact, he says, it's Stoke, Ben. Are we ever out of sight? No, obviously not. Naby Sarr has scored for Huddersfield. That'll be a header, won't it, from a set play? Surely. What a game. But I think it was Sloth saying at half-time, it's open and there's going to be more goals. Absolutely right. Incredible. Out for a few weeks with a pulled calf. There we go. Yeah, as I predicted there, free kick into the box and a powerful header at the near post from the ex-Charlton defender, Naby Sarr. Goodness me. 4-3 in that one. Did I update that already? No, I can't keep up with that one. Just changed the banner down the bottom. Stoke 4, Huddersfield 3. Incredible. .57 gone at Portman Road. Ipswich have not scored. 1-0 down at home to Shrewsbury. My lot. I love the rendition of Eminem. I can be pretty gangster when I want, can't I? Ojo on for Hoylett in the Millwall versus Cardiff game. We're coming up sort of half an hour left in most of these now. Still 5 games that are at 0-0 so far. Wycombe Brentford, Bristol City Derby, Luton Blackburn, Barnsley Forest and Borough versus Norwich. Although Borough missing a penalty when the taker fell over. Can I put the scores up? They're on the bottom of the screen, Alistair. Can you not see them? Oh, do you mean you want me to put the no scores up? If the score's not up, it's 0-0. There's the rule. What are Rotherham doing with all of the substitutions, Ian? Ian will keep us updated on that. And now Ian and Mill will have 0 corners as yet. Is someone betting on corners, Alex? Just bung through the scores for Alistair's stake in the chat there. Here we go. It is Stoke 4, Huddersfield 3. Bonkers. QPR 0, Watford 1. Wycombe 0, Brentford 0. Preston 1, Wednesday 0. Wednesday down to 10 for most of this game. Windass red card. Derby 0. Bristol City 0, Derby 0. Luton 0, Blackburn 0. Millwall 1, Cardiff 0. Barnsley 0, Forest 0. Norwich 0, Borough 0, Norwich 0. Borough missing a penalty there. Swansea 1, Rotherham 0. Let's have a look at your comments. Well, around this time 2 weeks ago, a bunch of goals went in, so let us hope that's the case today. We'll see what happens, Ewan. I think all the goals have just been filtered into the Stoke-Huddersfield game, haven't they? Rovers look like they want it more, but it has 0-0 written all over it. Let's hope that's the curse of death and we don't get too many 0-0s. Another injury for Bristol City. Who's gone off, Liam? Oxford lead against Wigan. Probably not good news for Ipswich. Well, I think Oxford are fairly down the table. Still more goals in this. God, 7 already. Stoke, Huddersfield. And I thought Stoke were really tight. Do you think Marcus will stick with Lambert if results don't pick up as per last season? No, he won't be able to. He will not be able to. Especially not when the fans are back, put it that way. Quite simple. We were nowhere near good enough with the original lineup. We had to change it. So far, no change. Though, best thing about the Championship is no VAR. I think it's the 24 teams and the playoff structure and all of that good jazz. But there you go. I like VAR when it works well. Good shot by Thompson, just wide in the Millwall game. Curling effort just wide, says Alex. MK Don's playing okay, but Hull have better individuals. And just as someone said that Luton Blackburn was definitely going to be 0-0, Bosh, Luton 1, Blackburn 0. The Hatters have the lead. They're having a good old crack at this season, aren't they? Luton. And they keep on winning. If they can get a win today, they have the lead, probably edging towards 70 minutes into this game, Luton. What do I think the score will be at Watford QPR? Watford will win. I'm hedging my bets there. Being they're leading. Oh, Jack Hunt injured now for Bristol City. Here's the Luton goal. Is that Dewsbury Hall? Looks like a mishit shot turned into a nice cross. And Luke Berry scored. Yeah, it was Dewsbury Hall. Berry with the goal on 69 minutes. Luton have the lead. Just need Ipswich and Brentford for your bits. Yeah, Ipswich will always let you down. The Luton match has got 1-0 win all over it. There you go. Yeah, Braz back. There you go. You put the mockers on that one, didn't you, fella? Cam says, come on, Stoke. Already 7 goals in the Stoke game. Fleetwood are 5-0 up against Plymouth, for goodness sake. Jeju on for Martin, says Liam, in the Bristol City derby game. Jeju always gives you a threat. Oh, Ipswich into the box here. Surely they're going to... Oh, how have Ipswich not scored there? The ball literally rolls across the goal line. Alan Judge slides in. It hits the post, and then both him and the goalkeeper slide into it and run, and the ball runs away. Oh, why has he not gone with his left foot there? Come on. Dear oh me. Has to score that, doesn't he? Never mind. We're pretty tight normally. Bear in mind, we're down to our third choice keeper and playing a striker at left wing back because McLean has COVID. Wow. What do I think about Tyrese? Well, Cam, why not take a look at my 10 players to watch under 21 that I released at the start of the season? That'll tell you what I said about Campbell before the season started. I said nice things, obviously. It was harder to score, but Ipswich, harder not to score. Ipswich did, of course they did. Hey, why isn't he sliding in with his left foot there, Bits? Dear oh me. Be the death of me. What's the biggest turnaround from a manager in the Championship you've seen? I think Norwich have a penalty, according to my Twitter. Let's have a look here. Did I read that right? And Norwich score from the spot. A game of penalties there. Teemu Pukki has scored for Norwich at Borough on 72. Borough missing from the spot. Norwich scoring from the spot. Speaking of turnarounds, the biggest turnaround is probably Farker at Norwich, isn't it? And Blackburn have equalised. Let's just put that up there. Middlesbrough 0, Norwich 1, and Blackburn's equaliser scored by Gallagher, also in the 72nd minute. Luton weren't ahead for long. Clipped into the box, headed down, and Gallagher just stretches out a leg and prods that one in. Let's just update everything there. Luton 1, Blackburn 1. And that Norwich goal will have an impact at the top of the table. And avert your eyes now. all of the parachute year 1 teams are first, second, and third. We said it might happen, and by game number 12, it has happened. If the results stay as they are, you'll have Watford first, Norwich second, Bournemouth third. The 3 year 1 parachute teams first, second, and third. Wow. Come on, Rovers. There you go. Back in it. A long delay in Ian's game there. They've gone to Tony Cottee at the Ipswich game. Pookie, says Smokey Joe. Yes, the goal scorer for Norwich. He didn't fall over when he took the penalty, although he did fall over when he took the penalty against Derby, didn't he? I think Stoke under O'Neill is a hell of a turnaround. We were bottom of the league. Favourites to go down with that squad. Good turnaround. Bottom of the league for sure, but no way that squad should have been bottom. But he did a great job to just get everything organised, didn't he? But not sure favourites to go down. Well, I suppose if you're bottom, maybe you are favourites to go down. I don't know. Worst striker you've seen for your club. Oh, I couldn't possibly say Leon Best. Reading and Swansea up there. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Warnock at Rotherham. Yeah, that was quite the turnaround, wasn't it? Oh, Barnsley hit the cross. I think they hit the crossbar in the first half. I think it's Woodrow as well. Woodrow hits the underside of the bar. Barnsley come in very, very close. Twice in that game, they've hit the crossbar, Barnsley. Let's just have a look further down in the league table. You can see Wednesday are losing. They will go bottom if Derby keep the point they currently have at Bristol City. Wycombe have a point and Coventry got a point. So the gap closed up a little to Rotherham in 20th place. Just gave me false hope. My followers behind. I heard Gallagher had scored. There you go. You have to remember, it's not always about the team you support. Football fans always make it about the team they support, don't they? Never thought I'd see the day Sam Gallagher scoring a goal. There you go. I meant favourites to go down when he took over. We were 5 to 6 points adrift. That was what I was referring to. I never thought Stoke would go down, but there you go. I'm sure maybe they were in the betting. Usually shocking, but glad he's trying to turn it around. Ben Pearson is back. Yeah, good player. Good player. Is the chat function drunk? It keeps restarting. I don't know. Hopefully the chat's okay. QPR playing some lovely football. Can they get a goal? Oh, God. I look at the Ipswich game and Shrewsbury are nearly in the penalty box, for goodness sakes. Ipswich losing that one. Rubbish. Parrott and Bodvarsson for Thompson and Smith. There we go. Murphy on for Cardiff for Glatzel. We're going into the last 10 minutes now of a lot of these games. Will there be more goals? Not at Swansea because of a miraculous goal line clearance by Wes Harding. Oh, Bristol City have taken the lead against Derby. Bristol City have the lead. That will change the top of the table. We'll wait for the goal scorer, but we think Bristol City have taken the lead. And they have indeed. Sky are now confirming that one. Lee Hendry is shaking his head. Shaking all over. Bristol City 1, Derby 0. Their season goes from bad to worse. And QPR have equalised against Watford. Norwich will be going top. Famara Jeju, nice finish there with the goal for Bristol City. It's going to be all change up at the top there after that minute. Bristol City take the lead and Watford are pegged back 1-1 by QPR. One of our commenters was just saying that QPR were doing well. So Jeju on 78 scores for Bristol City. We'll find out. Ilias Chair is the goal scorer for QPR on 77. And I want to go straight to the league table because it's going to be all change. Up at the top there, Norwich will go top. Bournemouth will go second. Bristol City will go into third. And Watford will go down to fifth with Swansea in the gap in between, which does upset the cartel of the 3 year one parachute teams. Looks like Amos, a little one round the corner, maybe from Dykes, I think. And Chair with a lovely finish there. Good goal by QPR. They are capable of it. It's a really good assist. Was that Lyndon Dykes who played that pass? Lovely little weighted through ball by Dykes. I think it was him. Can't think of another tall player who would be up top there. So all change, as I say, up at the top of the table in this last 10 minutes. But there is many a slip between cup and lip. There is your current table there. Cardiff have equalised at Millwall. Cardiff have pulled the goal back. It is 1-1. Cardiff won. Millwall won. Cardiff won. Equaliser in the last 10 minutes there for Neil Harris, returning for Cardiff at Millwall, where he has legendary status. Kiefer Moore is the goal scorer. So no doubt a cross and a header for big Kiefer. It's all happening. Smug mode engaged. Fam the man. Bristol City lead. There we go. What a goal. Liquid football. Lovely. Lewis says, I can't be bothered anymore. Go stick with it, man. We've absolutely battered them all game. And their first real chance, they score. Dear oh me. Let's head over there. I don't want to make it worse, but I'm interested in what you said, Lewis. Certainly in terms of possession, it's been very heavily. And we're going to get a goal in the Ipswich game. I'll leave my bias at the door, but I'll give it one of those. I'm just going to avert my gaze over there. It's going to be an own goal as well. Ipswich building up down the right. Cross into the near post. Oh, it's a really jammy goal. God, Ebanks Landell tries to clear it. And Ipswich get lucky, but we'll take it. There we go. Anyway, we were looking at Derby there. Let me just have the joy of actually writing an Ipswich goal into one of the Saturday super streams. Here we go. 1-1 at home to Shrewsbury. Hey, what a time to be alive. 62% on the possession for Derby, in fact. Shots inside the box, 5-7. Total shots there, 10 as well. Only 1 on target, though. So it looks like they've dominated the ball rather than the chances. I wonder if Ipswich can go on and get a winner in that game. I'm just going to bring it up and see what the game state is. I've got it on over there, but obviously I've been concentrating on you guys here in the main. Keenan Bennett's whip delivery sliced into his own net. It looks like Ipswich are good for a draw, at least. So we'll see what transpires in the remaining minutes. Speaking of in the remaining minutes, let's see where we are in each of the games. Barnsley, 80. That's 0-0 with Forest. Bristol City are leading in the 83rd minute against Derby. Norwich are leading at Borough in the 83rd minute. Millwall 1, Cardiff 1, 82 gone in that one. Preston Wednesday, only 80 played there. QPR 1-1 against Watford, 82 played there. Stoke and Huddersfield, 4-3, 80. That will never not be funny. Swansea leading in the 83rd minute. And Wycombe still keeping Brentford at bay there. I wonder if anyone's going to be in for a winner in that one. Let's have a look here. It's a giveaway initially, and I'm going to be wrong about this. Kiefer Moore through the middle. Good pace, good finish, good goal. I apologise to you, Big Kiefer. I thought it was bound to be a cross in and a header, but no. A quick transition and a ball through the middle, and Kiefer Moore chases through and scores with the left foot. Lovely stuff from Big Kiefer. Considering we only had 2 training sessions in 2 weeks, I'll take this. Yeah, some COVID issues for Bristol City. Here comes the Ipswich goal on Sky Sports, which we've already seen on iFollow. Yes, it's a jammy one, I know. Carl says, doesn't matter if it's jammy, Ben, they all count. We look spent, says Sloth. He's expecting a Huddersfield equaliser and an 8th goal in that game. There will be late goals. There's always late goals, guys. We've done this before, haven't we? Any of our games still 0-0. Barnsley, Forest and Wycombe, Brentford are the only 2 games that are currently at 0-0. Ipswich win an attacking free kick. See if they can turn the screw and get the victory. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Good save, Bart, says Gaza. Looks like Cardiff coming on strong in that game down at Millwall. Millwall tweet, incredible reactions from the Bartman. Come on, Borough, get an equaliser, says Lewis. Alistair's hoping for a Son Kane masterclass, presumably with Fantasy League. Shrewsbury are making a sub there, 12 to go of normal time in the Ipswich game. Although I think that might be my iFollow being a little bit behind. As it is, always. Quick plug, if you'll indulge me here, guys. If you're in the chat, please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Keep your comments coming in, whichever game you are watching. Ward glances wide for Huddersfield. Is there another goal in that game? My goodness me. Would be the 8th. They've already beaten out Bournemouth and Reading, who managed just the 6 in our watch-along earlier today. The ball lands past the post in the Ipswich game. We're just having a look at a penalty shout in the Watford game. Oh, dear. Who's that? Is that Chalobah? There's a tug there. Everyone's grabbing everybody else. Seen them given, haven't we? In VAR land, it would definitely be given. So where are the late goal or goals coming from? I wonder. I wonder. Ipswich attacking down the left with Ward. That is not a good cross by him. Maybe I'll take my eyes off the Ipswich game if that's going to be the extent of the attacking prowess. Ref, says Noah, on that penalty shout there for QPR. Tav has cost us the game. He did fall over from a penalty. I'm punching something if Huddersfield... Can we make sure it's an inanimate object, Cam? Millwall come close, the other end. And Barnsley take the lead in the 85th minute against Nottingham Forest. It's going to be 4 wins in 5 if they can hold on to that for Valérien Ismaël. That's a hell of a start. Callum Styles is the goal scorer who has been playing left wing back for them. So we'll see where the goal comes from. 1-0 to Barnsley. So we only now have Wycombe and Brentford without a goal. And having hit the crossbar twice, Barnsley now take the lead. And they are moving on up the table. Crossed in from the left. Woodrow holds it up. Oh, what a goal. What a strike by Callum Styles there. It's laid back, I think, Adebayo into Woodrow. And then back to Styles. First time, left foot just arrows it into the top corner. We're going to actually get a brilliant angle from behind the goal. Barnsley Twitter tweets, what a hit. I agree. Oh, that is a stonking goal by Callum Styles there. Love that. Well done, Barnsley. They have the lead. Which might drive me over to the live league table. And we'll see how that is going to change things. It's going to see Barnsley nearly in the top half. Let's go to the split screen. Can we get the whole table in? Yeah, we can. So that Barnsley goal hops them up into 13th. They'll go above Blackburn and Cardiff, who are both drawing at the moment. Derby are going to stay bottom. Derby and Wednesday both losing. Wycombe are going to pick up a point if they can keep Brentford shut out there. Maybe even better. Who knows? Bristol City going into third. Dean Holden will be very pleased with that after 12 games, third place. Impressive stuff by Bristol City. Any late drama in any of these games? If you look across the bottom, we could get decisive goals in most of the games, in fact. And as we say that, I think we've just had a decisive goal at Barnsley. They've gone 2-0 up. They've gone bang, bang, double sucker punch, and having hit the bar twice this afternoon, Corley Woodrow has scored. And Barnsley are going to be winning today. They are 2-0 up. The point I was making was that there's a lot riding on a lot of the games. It's only, in fact, Barnsley, having just gone 2-0 up, that are 2 goals clear in their game. Am I right? I am right. By God. Very, very tight in a lot, well, all bar one of these games. We're just going to get a look at the Barnsley goal. Cut back and slid in by Corley Woodrow there. I think, was it James with the assist? I struggled to... It might have been Callum Britton. I'd have to bring up the game. But a nice assist there. I'm curious to know now. Sorry. I'm just going to nerd out and find out exactly who that was, who set that goal. It was Callum Britton. There you go. Let's see what minute we're in on all of this gubbins now. But it won't let me click on Championship there. I think everywhere is pretty much either in or heading towards stoppage time in the next minute or so. Let's go to the split screen. And QPR have taken the lead against Watford. We said there would be a late goal somewhere. Oh, it's been disallowed. I take it back. QPR have had a goal disallowed against Watford. I apologise. I thought they had scored. Let's have a look here. Played in from the right. Lyndon Dykes, diving header in. Has he put it in with his hand? I think he might have. He's then claiming he had his shirt tugged, but he's put it in with his hand. Lamptey has been sent off for Brighton in the 93rd minute. There in our dearly departed game. There you can see where we are in all our games there. We are in stoppage time at QPR and Wycombe, Bristol City, Luton and Millwall, Borough and Swansea. Just a little bit behind Preston and Stoke. Only a minute or so. Late drama? You bet. Who's getting the late goal today then? Let's have a look. Chances at both ends in the last 5 minutes of the that's Millwall Cardiff. Gaz is watching there. Yes, Barnsley, indeed. Yeah. Don't bet on Forest is the answer. Use your head, not your hand. Always helpful. Are we going to get a stoppage time goal in any of our games? There are 12 to choose from. They are scrolling along the bottom there. Brighton, red card. And does that mean Aston Villa have a penalty, Charlie? Interesting. Could be a late equaliser. Keep us posted on that one in the Aston Villa game. Those are our games across the bottom there. They have gone to Glenn Johnson. And we will find out whether there's going to be a late goal in the dearly departed game. QPR 1, Watford 1. Ipswich 1, Shrewsbury 1. Villa 1, Brighton 2. That could change any second. Stoke 4, Huddersfield 3. Swansea 1, Rotherham 0. Millwall 1, Cardiff 1. Preston 1, Wednesday 0. Luton 1, Blackburn 1. Borough 0, Norwich 1. Bristol 1, Bristol City 1, Derby 0. Barnsley 2, Forest 0. We are having a VAR check in that one. 2 reds in 1 minute. Crikey. Barkhazen 1v1. Went selfless to Maguire. Blew an easy goal. Hope that doesn't come back to bite you, Alistair. Still waiting on this decision, whatever is happening at Aston Villa. Full time, Luton 1, Blackburn 1 is a full time. The Hatters and the Rovers drawing in that one. First full time is through. Barnsley just making a final change in their game. Wycombe 0, Brentford 0. I think the money was heavily on Brentford in that one. Well done. Bristol City, big win for them. And Swansea beat Rotherham 1-0 as well. Both full times in those games. Good wins for those two up in the top 6. Bristol City and Swansea both winning. 7 minutes of stoppage time will be played in the Ipswich game. Borough 0, Norwich 1. Big win for Norwich. 2 difficult games and then things even out, and Norwich really having a good tilt at this championship this season. Norwich with the victory at Warnock's Borough. Millwall 1, Cardiff 1 is a full time as well. We're waiting on Stoke, Huddersfield, QPR, Watford, Preston, Wednesday, and Barnsley, Forest. But that game is 2-0 to Barnsley. So no mad stoppage time goals yet. Doncaster have equalised against Sunderland in League 1. QPR 1, Watford 1. That draw, Watford would have gone top with a victory. That draw there, QPR denying them top spot. We are waiting on Stoke, Huddersfield, Preston, Sheffield Wednesday, and Barnsley, Forest for our full times. Oh, God, here comes Shrewsbury in stoppage time. Oh, no. God, a penalty shout there for Shrewsbury. Dear oh me. Barnsley have won 2-0 against Forest. That is a full time. Just waiting on Preston and Stoke now. What's happening in the Villa game? No penalty. Goodness me. VAR overturned it. Wow. Corner for Shrewsbury in stoppage time at 1-1 against Ipswich. Please don't score. if I've left my bias at the door there. Full time, Preston 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. We are just waiting for Stoke versus Huddersfield. 1-1. Fair result, I say. Bodvarsson not up to this level of football. Lewis, don't lose hope. Take over and a new manager, and you'll be back at it, I promise. Swansea deserved the points. Encouraging last 20 for the Millers. Very presentable penalty shout for a handball. Villa 1, Brighton 2 is a final score in that one. Another point for Wycombe. Could have survived. Will bid be on. You never know. And Sheffield Wednesday and Derby both losing. We are top of the league, says Sean, who is a Norwich fan, I would presume. Stoke 4, Huddersfield 3. That is all our championship games in. We're just waiting on Ipswich, who are a couple of minutes into 7 of stoppage time in their game against Shrewsbury. So, with all of those results in, we have now a conclusive league table. Stoke and Huddersfield is over, even though SofaScore is not showing it as over. So let's get this one up here. Norwich moved to the top of the league, 8 unbeaten, 6 wins and 2 draws in the last 8. Norwich are going into 18-19 mode now, the Canaries. Bournemouth, with that comeback win, move into 2nd. Bristol City into 3rd and Swansea into 4th because Watford drew down at QPR. Norwich also in the 2 points per game club. The only team yet, but Bournemouth and Bristol City having a pretty good go. Stoke moving up into 7th on the edge of the playoffs. Reading, look at that, trending badly downwards from 1st to 6th. Wow, in 2 hours. Goodness me, a bad day for Reading, but it's been coming if you look at the 4 straight defeats there. Borough lose at home to Norwich, first defeat since the opening day for them. Millwall, Luton, Brentford all draw. Brentford still down in 11th, 5 off the playoffs for one of the promotion favourites there. Into the bottom half, you can see Preston and Barnsley both with victories and both with 2 wins in the last 3. Barnsley, 4 wins in the last 5. It's probably, just quickly glancing at the table, only Norwich have scored more points. Or have they? No, they haven't. Barnsley must be the form team in the league over the last 5 games. 12 points there. Brilliant stuff from Valerian Ismail. Then further down, Blackburn draw, Cardiff draw, Huddersfield lose, Birmingham draw, QPR draw. No one winning below 14th. Rotherham and Forest both defeated. Coventry and Wycombe drawing, although decent result for Wycombe, who'll take that against Brentford. And Derby and Wednesday down the bottom, both losing. Wednesday down to 10 men would be a mitigating factor. Derby, 1 win in 12th. Takeover, not yet happened. No manager. Barnsley need sorting out, don't they? In our dearly departed game in the Premier League, Aston Villa lost at home to Brighton. I predicted they would win that game. And in League One, I've got it on the other screen. Ipswich are going to score. Wow. Ipswich are going to take the lead in the 96th minute. I do not believe it. Lobbed into the box. Alan Judge hits the shot, spilt and headed in by Jack Lancaster. Holy hell. Ipswich have scored a 97th minute winner. Wow. Unconvincing, let's just say, but with my bias well and truly left at the door, I don't care. Goodness me. Let's just add that to the banner. Ipswich, late drama there. Alan Judge shot spilled and Ipswich look like they've got a late winner. Goodness me. Great win for us. No bias, absolutely. Got no idea what the stats will say. Huddersfield were a much better team than we played last season. Yeah, absolutely. I'd say we just edged it and deserved it. David says, no, you keep saying it'll be a tough league to beat Watford, Norwich and Bournemouth, but the league is hard work. I didn't say it wasn't hard work, but what I will say is it's much harder work if you don't have 42 million quid paid into your bank account at the start of the season and a load of Premier League players. So, David, as a parachute team fan, parachute teams find it very hard to do this. Try and think of it from the perspective of a team that doesn't have parachute payments is all I would say on that. Amit says, what a ridiculous game. Win a ridiculous game. Certainly beats the last. Oh, I can't put that up there. I'll get demonetized. I can't say swear words. The longer this takeover drags on, the less points we can pick up. There's no confidence whatsoever, though, I'll say, Max. But look, you just need a new manager in there, Lewis, now. And things may then change after that. I'm just glancing over to the iFollow to see if it's all right, mate. Don't worry. If the Ipswich game is over yet, they've played 97 minutes 45 according to my iFollow feed, and it looks like Shrewsbury might have another chance for an attack. Ipswich head clear. Actually, here comes Shrewsbury down the right wing. Good cross in. Oh, Christ, they're going to score. Oh, cleared off the line. What is going on? Ipswich nearly conceding a 98th minute equaliser. It's a throw-in to Shrewsbury. Really close to scoring there. Unbelievable. Dear oh me, long throw-in for Shrewsbury here. In it goes. And a foul. Oh, thank God for that. Bias at the door, obviously. Ipswich got away with one there. My God. Dear oh me. Is it full time yet? That was so close to a 98th minute equaliser. Headed off the goal line, I think, by captain Luke Chambers there. And the full-time whistle has gone. Let's just have a quick look. We've done the championship table. Let's just see what that is going to do for Ipswich in League One, and obviously for Villa, our only dearly departed team, playing today. So Hull with a win, going to 27 points from 12 games. That's an excellent tally, isn't it? Peterborough have lost 2 on the bounce there. Ipswich moved to third with their 97th minute win. What are we saying about 5 subs and the big teams grinding it out, and bigger teams in League One term, obviously. Pompey also get the win, but God, look at the points tallies up at the top of that league. Shrewsbury right down at the bottom there. Let's just check out the Premier League and see what that defeat means for Aston Villa. They could have a few teams going past them, I think, possibly today after that defeat. Kind of their game in hand. They've still got one. But yes, if I bring the table up, you will see all lining up behind Villa, who have lost. Everton, Palace, Wolves, Man City, Arsenal could all slide past Villa. Obviously, goal difference permitting. Doesn't look like many of them on the 12-pointers will. But a few of the others could, let's just say. Right. I meant to read that one. Robbed. Superb win for Barnsley. Well done to them. 4 wins in 5. Form team in the division over the last 5 games. And Alistair says, finally, points at Deepdale. Last time was 18th of July against Birmingham. God, great game management. Hopefully we can kick on now. Congratulations to Preston, and congratulations to all of you fans of winning teams today. We'll do the championship review tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we will be back for the Leeds Arsenal dearly departed watch along at 4:30. Big day of championship football. We'll summarise properly tomorrow, but Norwich end it at the top of the league with Bournemouth's mega turnaround, putting them into second. That is the headlines today. We'll discuss all of it tomorrow morning. Join me at 10 a.m. for the review live stream. Thanks again to Charlie, who sponsors all our live watch-alongs this season. Normal Teesprings merchandise plug there, and just across the bottom, we'll switch over and say support via Super Chat, Patreon, Teesprings. Please, I'm about to go, but like the stream, comment if you're watching after the fact on YouTube. I know some people do, and hit that subscribe button. It is a big over and out from me, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for the round 12 championship review. See you then. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button, and to be notified every time we upload, ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.